I'm sure you're familiar with European outdoor markets, especially in the summertime when the weather's great. Typically, they're all year round. They sell vegetables, fruits, seasonal things, which are great, homemade things, whether it's herbs and spices that they've made mixes, honey from the local apiaries, soaps, little clothing, arts and crafts kind of things. You can find all those in markets around Europe, here in Luxembourg as well, in a variety of the cities around Luxembourg, main city up in the north. I don't typically go to them in the wintertime because it's really cold and it can be wet and gray here. And I just don't enjoy getting wet, but I do enjoy seeing my neighbors, and I really, really love the fresh food when I do get out and about to go see it. But here in Luxembourg, a few years ago, we had a new mall open, quite modern, and I thought I would share that with you. Just one of the many things I'll begin to show you as I go around, but not sure if you've seen it, but we do have a lot of modern structures here in Luxembourg, as well as really cool, kitschy, quaint, old too, hundreds years old, maybe thousands. I'm not a historian, so don't quote me on that. But I bet you guys are all wondering when I'm going to get around to talk about Italy. And I will. I'm going to give you guys this little video montage my husband and I made when we went out and did our errands. We went to the mall, did the grocery shopping, which typically around here in Luxembourg, I can't speak for other countries, but here in Luxembourg, grocery stores are the anchors for our malls. And then, of course, there are other big stores. I don't know in your country what those would be or how they're anchored, but here in Luxembourg, the grocery store anchors. So we went to the grocery store that's anchored. I'll give you a little peek of that. It's one of our kind of superstores. For the Western audience, it would be maybe along the lines of like the Walmart idea. Where it's a little bit of everything. So food, clothes, tires, suitcases, you name it, you could probably get it there. So stay tuned, watch the video, and I will share a little bit more after that. But welcome back to Always Another Sunrise. I'm Debbie, and I'm sharing the adventures of being a long-time expat. It's been over 14 years, soon to be 15 years, living here in Luxembourg, which I love and adore. I've mentioned before I live in the south, and right now it is January, and it is cold and wet and rainy. We've passed the snow. We're just like cold, wet, and rainy now. But anyway, if you like what you see and you want to stay up to date with the different things I'm going to share and hear about our new adventure to Italy, and I will share what that will be after the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Apparently they're down here somewhere. Once I go back and add them in, and then that way you'll get updated on the things to come. So hang in there. See you soon. anyway, as mentioned, we are buying a house in Italy in the Lazio region, not Umbria, not Tuscany for most, and not in the south, not in, Perugia, I think it is. No, not Perugia. Anyway, I don't remember, whatever the southern one, Calabria, and the other one with the P, and I can't quite remember off the top of my head. But we're buying it in the Lazio region. So it's the Rome and Naples are on the coast, go inland about an hour or so. And in that region of Lazio, kind of where Umbria and Tuscany kind of meet, we're kind of up in there near the, I think it's probably about 15, 20 minutes from the Abruzzo National Park, which for the life of me, I am blanking on the name. Anyway, so the house we're in the process of buying is a single family home on a bit of land, has a little bit of what I might refer to as a retired family vineyard, a little bit tired, kind of a redo from the beginning. So we have some pictures of the before and what's been happening since then that I will show once we get down there, because I don't have pictures of the current situation. They haven't been sent to me yet. It was kind of done for us. But we chose not to buy a ruin or any major renovation work, which seems to be the trend right now. The Euro houses are a big trend. Not our speed, just a little too much required there. The ruins, I think it's amazing. I am loving watching all the other YouTubers out there sharing their journeys and their money being spent on these things. These things aren't cheap to renovate. And then we just didn't want any major renovation projects. We want to be able to go and live in it immediately, be able to be back here in Luxembourg, so do both. And so we bought something that's considered reasonably habitable so that we can move in turnkey. You know, we can go and maybe, there's a lot of wallpaper, strip wallpaper. It was built in the 80s. So strip wallpaper, repaint, new fixtures, new wiring, update a lot of stuff. But it's a really nice house. It's a 4-bedroom house. So we have a big family. Children, grandchildren, lots of friends that, you know, we moved to Europe and everybody wants to visit. So, and we love having them come here. So we like to be able to have the room for them. So we received an update. I'm looking at my note because I want to make sure I say this right, because a lot of people ask about this. But we have hired a real estate law firm consultancy. So the consultant there gave us some encouraging news this week since we first put in our offer about 7 months ago. And yes, this has been a very, very long process. There have been some speed bumps and hiccups along the way that have had to be clarified, fixed, repaired, something, all according to contract. So the last of the negotiations that have been going on about these last 2 months have been cleared up this week. In fact, just before I got on, we got an amendment to sign. So that's going to get sent around to everybody involved, and we'll get the amendment signed. And then once we get the okay on that, I've been told in the next couple of weeks that we should have a date for the final signing at the notario, the settlement date, closing date. It's referred to differently in each country, but where we go to meet with the notario or notary, we sign all the final documents for taking possession of the house, agreeing to the mortgage that we take, and then we get the keys. And then the house is ours. So we are starting to get really excited. We can see light at the end of the tunnel, and it's actually progress, and it's been a very long tunnel. So that's where we're at. And I will let you know once we have the settlement date. But between now and then, I'll give you little glimpses of Luxembourg, because as a reminder, we are going to live between Luxembourg and Italy. So we'll maintain 2 places to live. And so I'll be able to show you a little bit of both. Compare, contrast, pros, cons, all that. A lot of good things. So anyway, thank you for joining. Always another sunrise. And I hope to have another video for you guys really soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will chat with you soon. Adi.